everybody, to another edition of the Unleash Your Full Potential in the Workplace interview series. I am so happy that you have stopped by today because you will not be disappointed. This platform is an opportunity for you to implement ideas, for you to learn and also to grow so that you can achieve success in the workplace and also become a better version of yourself. I hope that you've got a pen and paper because you will need to take notes. I am your host, Connie Sutton, and I'm bringing to you over 25 leadership experts to share their genius and expertise with you. One reminder, these replays last only 24 hours. You've got 24 hours to replay these, but if you require unlimited access and the ability whereby you can access these videos at your convenience, then I encourage you to click on the VIP button and then this would be yours. I'm really delighted today to share with you our next speaker. Her name is Dr. Connie Stewart. Welcome, Dr. Connie, to our platform.
Thank you, Coach. How are you today?
I'm doing great. Let me tell you a bit about Dr. Connie. Dr. Connie is a woman who inspires and empowers the lives of those she encounters. Her passion to life is contagious, and she does not take no for an answer. You would hear her infectious laughter. Dr. Connie not only believes in the ability to dream, but she believes that your dreams do come true. Her desire is to wake people up, to giant their lives on the inside of them and give them the necessary tools to live their best life. Her mission is to motivate and educate and empower individuals to bloom in their fullest potential. Dr. Connie, we are so delighted to have you. Could you tell us a little bit more about your background, please, and how you have come to this point?
Absolutely. My background is actually in psychology. I, by profession, it was a psychometrician. And so we did mindset studies with individuals. And so I've always had a passion, even from a little girl, to be a lover of people. And so it is my desire, it is my mandate, it is my assignment in life to bring purpose and passion together and help people live their best life.
Oh, that's amazing. So today, you have indicated that you are going to speak on There Is More. Could you let our audience know a little bit more about that? In what context there is more if we are looking at unleashing your full potential in the workplace?
You know, I think that we've, every now and then on this journey called life, we need to pause and reflect and realize that even though we're on the journey, we must realize that we have to turn around and celebrate our past, but also look forward to realize that there is more. We've had some great victories. We've had some great accomplishments, but there is so much more that is on the inside of us. And so I come alongside people and I help them unlock and wake up that giant that lives on the inside of them so they can reach for more.
Oh, that's so good. So could you share with us a success story that you would have encountered, with your clients, friends or family, persons who you've come in contact with, where there is more did apply for them? Were there any lessons learned?
Absolutely. Well, you know what? I'll tell my own story. I actually was working at Baylor College of Medicine and I was a psychometrician and I loved what I did. But I also knew on the inside of me that there was more. Every day I went to work knowing that there were people that I needed to touch. Every day I went to work, I knew that there was another assignment on my life. And honestly, I would try to do it kind of moonlighting. After 5, I would try to tap into that. And one day, guess what? I got so busy empowering the lives of others that I left my day job and my little side hustle became my real job. And I've been empowering people for over 25 years. I have been graced to touch over 1,000 women's lives. And so I had to realize, me personally, that there was more, that even though I had made some great accomplishments, I had graduated, I had certificates, I had diplomas, I had awards, but there was something greater on the inside of me. And I went back to the original blueprint of my life. Sometimes we have to go back to the beginning. I believe that if we're going to dream, we have to dream in color. And sometimes life takes us on a winding road. But if we go back to the blueprint and remember why we started, those times where we dreamed before we ever failed, before we ever heard no, before the door was slammed in our face, we go back to that, because purpose always leaves clues. It was lead us back to the place that we reach for more that's already on the inside of us.
Okay. So what advice would you give to the listening audience? You're fully aware that our audience is full of women in particular,
Yes.
career women, professional women, even returning moms to the workplace, and also persons who may be on the verge of retiring and just don't know what their next step look like, and they also want to become a better version of themselves. What advice or how would you roll out There Is More for them?
First off, let me celebrate you for how far you've come. Let me just celebrate your journey, no matter where you are. If you're re-entering the workplace, if you're preparing to retire, I want to celebrate all that you have accomplished. But I also now want to give you the courage that you need to walk into the next phase of your life. But guess what? You get to decide what it looks like. And sometimes we're one decision away from our next season. So you have to decide what it looks like, determine the direction that you want to go. And here it is. I say it all the time, write it in pencil and give God the eraser. Sometimes we have to write our plans, but allow life to put us in the right direction. Write the vision, make it plain. And guess what? You'll start running. You'll start chasing after what it is that you say you want to do next.
Yes, that's good. And so if you've got to, how do they get started? Is it, you did say write things down, but in terms of how do you manifest it?
Change your conversation. Again, when you decide what it is that you want to do, then change your declaration. Begin to declare and then create goals and steps. When your mindset changes, so will your movement.
Yes.
And sometimes it starts in our head first. I've got to decide that this is what I want because there's more and I can have it. It's not just that it's more, but I can have it. And so I start declaring it like I already have it. I am. Every morning I wake up, I have some I am statements that I say. I am successful. I am enough. I am great. I am purposeful. I am intentional. So when I change my language, I realize that my feet start heading in the direction of what I said.
So you were saying then that you must set goals for yourself.
Yeah.
And you must declare it so that you attract what you want.
Yes.
And you must have the right mindset so that you can apply the right positive thoughts and attitude to where you want to be. Is there anything else that you can share that can help us students today?
I would also say, like I say, the key is to take action. We can have the right mindset. We can write it down, but we have to pursue.
Yeah.
We have to execute. So when you write it down, make sure that there's a deadline next to it. I'm going to do this by when. I'm going to write the book and the book will be finished by when. Because if I don't say when, I'll always have a desire to write the book, but I'll never finish. So start with the end in mind.
Yeah, that's good. Very good advice. So Dr. Connie, do you have an offer to share with our audience today?
Absolutely. And I'm excited about it. I have a workbook and it's called Go for the Goal, GOAL. And it helps you with some practical steps on not to just be a goal setter, but to be a goal getter. We set a lot of goals, but sometimes it's hard to achieve them. And so it's an amazing workbook and it will help you strategize so that you can reach that next goal.
Right. And that starts the process of the more that you're after by setting your goals, correct?
Absolutely.
Yeah, indeed. But I think that your share was very to the point, succinct, and I'm sure our listening audience has received some action items. Is there any one thing that you would want the audience to remember?
Yes, your breakthrough is one step out of your comfort zone. Plan, pray, and then pursue.
Plan, pray, and then pursue. Thank you very much. So to our listening audience, I do hope that you've enjoyed our presentation today by Dr. Connie. She has really given you some actionable items that you can take away to achieve the more that you've got for your life. Thank you so much for listening. There is a Facebook group, private Facebook group. If you haven't signed in for it already, please make sure you're signed up. There will be live conversations at 5 p.m. Eastern. Dr. Connie will be back and she'll be able to answer any questions that you may have around how do you set your goals? How do you ensure you succeed and attain those goals? Because, you know, goals have to be measurable, attainable. And she will go through all the deliverables. What is it that you need? So please join us back live at 5 p.m. Eastern. I do hope you've enjoyed this interview. Thank you very much, Dr. Connie, for being on our platform. And we are inviting you to more interviews that will shape action, shape your destiny, and these will shape your focus going forward. Thank you so much and see you later. Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.